Greetings, these are Funketeers. Tim Fielder, Diesel Funk Studios. Tim Fielder, visual Afrofuturist, graphic novelist. Tim Fielder, graphic novelist, creator of Infinitum and Afrofuturist Tale, Maddie's Rocket, and of course my book with my writing partner, creative partner here, Dr. Walter Grayson. Just to let you guys know, very soon, I was trying to do it before Black Friday, but it looks like we'll be starting up probably in the new year. I think I received some shirts from Walter. We will be starting, or at least I will be starting, absolutely, to do live social selling. A portion of my live stream will be devoted to it whenever I stream. I will have product. I just got to get a few things in place now to set that up. And we should be ready to rocketh and rolleth. We'll have t-shirts, we'll have hoodies, we'll have books, we'll have posters. We'll have totes, I guess. We'll see how it works. But in the meantime, enough of that crap. Let's get to drawing. So I'm doing more continual work on this particular project here. This will be fun to do as we go on. This is my new logo. I'm experimenting. At one point, I had spent like 2 weeks without doing the face on there, and I'm finding it's better with the face. So I just have to go through the issue of updating it. I was using Buffer, moving away from Buffer for the moment until they can get their act together. But in the meantime, for right now, let us go to Clip Studio Paint. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Go to this Clip Studio Paint. There we go. This is the logo that I had to make some adjustments on. That turned out, I think, pretty good there. We will not do anything with that for right now. Oh, we'll save it. What the heck? All right, we're going to close this one. We will close this one. This one is good. I'm feeling really good about that. Don't know if I'm going to do anything on this today, but a lot of very, very cool High John Conqueror stuff is coming up over the next 3 days. In fact, while I'm here, I think what I'm going to do here, this machine seems to be, it was clear for 1 second and now it's acting up again, but we're going to go one more time with a new window. I think what I'll do is close bridge, free up a little RAM there. Okay, good. All right, a little bit better. All righty. We had a production meeting with Black Prince. Just to show you guys from yesterday, one of the things I had done here, let's see if I can open that up. Is that open? Let's go here and see if we can do it. If it's open, I'll close it up. Canvas. Okay. So I had done my Black Prince breakdowns. I'd gone through all the stuff there. And if you guys remember, I was having a bit of an issue exporting everything, or exporting frames that would go to other stuff this here. And it just so happens I got it worked out here, as you guys can see. We have all of the pages done there so far, so that's good. I'll close that for now. And we'll also close this here. I'm gonna do some more stuff now. I will be leaving town probably, I would say I'm probably going to be leaving town on Saturday to work out some stuff here. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a little High John stuff. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to make sure that I can get a little bit of work done between now and the beginning of the I want to make sure I have as much High John stuff done over the next 2-3 days so that I can focus on my project Black Metropolis The goal is to complete Black Metropolis by the end of the month. Hello, Frank Williams. How you doing? Let's see here. We're gonna go here. Boop. We can close that one over. You know what? In fact, what I'm gonna do here. Let me just check the title of this here. We definitely don't need that one open anymore. Need that one. I will keep that one open. This one right here don't really need open anymore because I had to open up a bunch of panels to kind of locate what I'm doing. This right here is actually done now. So we can close that. All right, you all remember I did this one right here yesterday. That was a lot of fun to do. I'm going to be doing a little concept design as we get a little bit further in this. All right, this is widescreen 01. So we're going to close this here because I'll be pulling a lot from these here. Okay, got the clan there. These are good. All right, now I'm going to shut down this. I shut down this one as well. And I think what I'm going to do here is I think I'll save that one as well. This one here is good. This is an image with my good friend Ronaldo Anderson. The bitter of bad news. What I mean is that he's a futurist, so if there's something crazy going on, he's definitely gonna point it out to you. And it's never fun to get that information from Ronaldo. I love him, but it's like, oh God, we gotta die. All of us are gonna die. Anyway, so we're gonna go there. I'm gonna save. We do not want to save that, but want to save this. Now, what am I doing here? What I'm doing is I am shutting down. I'm shutting down Photoshop here so that I might. Hold on. Oh, let's see here. We got a message. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. My brother has can I state this to my audience? That's insane, man. Okay, so anyway, I'll wait word back for that. Okay, so we are live on Tech. Whoa, I know that desktop is a hello, Yvette. How you doing? I know we haven't connected. I would like to connect with you. How you doing? So wonderful to see and hear and see your name there. How you doing? Okay, let's open up. So what I did was I closed Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint to see if I can free up a little RAM here. The objective being to free up RAM so that I may be able to work a little bit. Yeah, that's not bad, not bad. Okay, now we're going to go here. We're going to go to this one here. This is important here because there's a lot of imagery in this that will be used. All right, so we're going to go to Bridge. I will be closing Bridge. But while I'm doing that, while that's opening here, let's go to our start page here. I'm going to go here. YouTube. Good. Oops, wrong one. All right, we're going to open up. Let's go to High John Conqueror. We need to open up several files here. And just to let you guys know, the idea is that the files I'll be opening up are this one here. Need to open up that one. There. I think we need to open up this one. And hopefully from there, well, that one. And then we will open these up with Clip Studio Paint. Hello, John Rosie King. Sorry, don't know your name there. Rosekeeper. Hey, John Rosekeeper. How you doing? I'm going to say hi to you there. Hey, man, what's happening? Good to see you there. All right, so I have these files open here. What I'm doing now is kind of grouping everything together because I'm about to do another page, which has some very, very cool stuff in it. Again, I got to finish some other stuff for a big client, which I will have out by tomorrow because I want to be done with that for tomorrow. But right now, we just want to get this right here done. Get it. Artwork is mostly done here. I will have to add some other elements into it. But for right now, I think we're pretty good. But before we do that, let's get to here. Whoops, nope. Want to go here. Want to switch our account. Gonna go here. All right, we got it. Okay, we're good there. We want to create, upload a video. Okay, we're good there. All right, now let me scroll down here. This is where we got to put up today's episode of Hi, John Conqueror. Okay, here we go. Hang on, let's scroll a little bit. I know I could do a better job at organizing this stuff, but hey, what do I know? All right, here we go right there, no? Okay, there we go, right there, that one. Okay, so we're going to drag and we're going to drop this right here. Nope, 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 that's not the one we want because we did that one yesterday. Hang on. Oh, no, this is the one. This is the one. Forgive me for getting that, I think, wrong. So that is correct. That will begin processing very shortly. All right. And let's see here. And go here, go T. And this right here, we're going to do LinkedIn. And doing a T again. We're going to do Facebook. And we're going to go to Command T again. And we're going to do, what's the one? Facebook. We're going to go to Substack. And do another one here. Hello, Dr. Goldberg. How you doing? Awesome username there. So I got Substack, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Which I should be able to start streaming day after tomorrow. So the only thing I might do on, on Friday is I might do an extra long drawing session. Just to make sure I can get a bunch of stuff done. So we will see how that rocks. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to create a new text post. All right, we're going to go here to our old guy. All right, that is correct. Let's go to LinkedIn here. We're going to start a post. Great. Gonna go here to Facebook. Let's go to my desktop. Again, this live stream is where I do everything. I literally show you how the sausage is made. It's part of what I do. It's how I work. And I like it. Okay, so we got that there. And go, what's on your mind? I'm gonna go here. We're gonna change that to 6. The name of this chapter is called Portalis Sanctorum. Crazy title, I know, but hey, what the heck do I know? So then drag and drop right there. No, we're going to drag, baby, and drop right there, baby. There we go. And I will have to change that thumbnail there in a moment. All right, so we're going here. Is Photoshop open here? Let's see if Photoshop is open. Photoshop is closed. I'm going to just keep Bridge open just for a second. All right, go here. That'll be episode 6. Cease. Episode cease. There we go. All right, and I do this so you guys can see literally how I work, how I put stuff together, and all that kind of cool stuff. Episode cease. All right, boom, bam, bam. Go here, boom. Let's go here where it says auto-generated. No, not the. I would really love it if YouTube gave you the ability that if you chose a thumbnail, you could modify that thumbnail. But for right now, they don't seem to want to do that. What is this? A/B testing? Nah, we're not going to do that. Title only? Nah. Thumbnail only? Nope, we're not going to do that. Hello. Hi, Richard. How you doing? We've got a family member, a beloved family member. All right, so we don't want that one there. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to upload an image here, and what I got to do here, which is sometimes what is required to do. We'll click here. All right. I will go now to, and I'll come back to that in a moment. Let me just, I'm sorry, you said that's bogging down. I think I got to clear my cache here again, maybe. Let's see here. Got that. Let's see here. Oh, wow. That is really bogging down there. Bridge is the culprit. All right, we'll go there. Let's cancel this. We shall go to Instagram here. We're going to go to create post. We're going to go drag and drop this guy right there. Bing. All right, that is uploading. We will go to our 16 by 9 because I love to do 16 by 9. It's pretty awesome. Go here. We're going to go to next. We're going to select from the computer. Well, actually, I guess we could do that. That won't be so bad. Let's see here. I think we'll be good here. We could select from the computer, but let me see if I can do this here. All right, watch this, guys. So I'm going to go Command, Control, Shift 4, and I'm going to do this right there, which is pretty much a square image. There we go. So I think we can live with that one. And you'll see all this stuff here in just a moment. I'll close QuickTime Player because we don't really want that open. All right, so we're going to select from our computer. So let's go to Recents. There we go. Easiest way to do it, just get it somewhat in the same thing. Okay, there we go. We'll go to Next. Go here. Bam. There we go. Change that to episode 6. I think that's pretty dadgum good. Now we're going to go here. We're going to upload a file. There we go. We're going to go to Recents. I don't know why I had not been making my thumbnails like that where I could just pick the most interesting sequence of the image. Okay, I like that. Holy crap. All right, so we're going to go there. Now we're going to save this to Hi John Conqueror. We're going to go... I think my tags are already in there. Okay. We're going to go to next. Okay, we're ready to go there. Here, we think we're ready to go there. Okay, Facebook. We're ready to go. No. I'm going to go to image. No. Let's go back. Ah, crap. We don't want to deal with any AI there. We're going to... All right, let's drag it one more time. We're going to drag and drop here. We're going to try to grab a very good thumbnail. Okay. All images, AI images, we don't want that. Okay, we're going to go to next. There we go. I had to stop that there. Real title. Okay, we're going to call this right here. We're going to hide John Conqueror. All right, let's keep going. All right, go right there. Get rid of that. All right. Trim video. We do not want to trim video. We do not want to trim the video. All right, close captions, text. This is interesting. Ever since I've been moving into the setup with all this other stuff there, we're good. We're going to go here. We're just going to leave it no optimization. We're going to go to next. Okay. This is good. I would love to be able to do something with the thumbnail there. Wait, hold on. There we go. Now we're going to edit the thumbnail. Okay. Upload your own thumbnail. Okay, this is the first time I'm using this particular feature here. All right. Boom. Pow. Good. Upload thumbnail. Fantastic. We're going to hit save. There we go. So I've been using the more meta business feature style since I'm a straight up broadcaster here. So we're gonna go post. Everybody's tagged. Black Comic Lords are tagged. Walter Grayson is tagged. Graphic History Company is tagged. So we're good there. Let me click here. Want to go to start writing. I'm gonna go here, Command C, go there, Command V. We will go, where is it? There we go. Whoops. Yeah, sorry. And we're going to go right here, gonna drag and drop this Billy Goat right there. There we go. So that is uploading. Okay, good. So that's Substack. Instagram is now time to share that. Oh yeah, I get it, my brother. Let's go here. So that is still processing. Facebook is up. We're good there. LinkedIn. Let's go ahead and post this sucker. Channel content. We're going to go next. Everything is clear. Publish. Boom. This is the life of a broadcaster in the modern day. So we got episode 5, episode 6. Tomorrow will be episode 7. And then Thursday will be episode 7. Friday will be episode 8. Those episodes are already done. I just want to try to see if I can get maybe another 5 episodes further. Blah, 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 blah. So that we can do what we need to do. And if that happens, well, hot diggity dog, we're good. Okay, so there we go. You can see here all my episodes are uploading there. That's good. I love to show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, that is good. This is an insert here. That is good. So that is now up. Well, continue. Sorry. Send to everyone now. Okay, that's up. Episode 6. Okay, great. I want to do one other thing here before we get into it. I'm going to go to Twitter. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Kick. How you guys doing there? All right, let's go here. Oh, my goodness. So much good stuff out there. Whoops, wrong one. Go here. Whoops. Yep, I'm streaming. I is streaming. Streaming. Okay, let's go to Twitter. Man V, there we go. Boom. We're going to change that to episode 6. I mean, I would love if, and maybe that might mean Hootsuite is maybe something I have not looked into. Might be time to look into Hootsuite. All right, get rid of that. All right, this right here always goes up a little weird because Twitter doesn't seem to do a very good job in terms of editing thumbnails. It's always kind of weird and funky, but it's uploaded there. It's 25, 29. Okay, Facebook is good. So that's up. Let me refresh this here. Refresh this guy here. Yep, there we go. And I'm still live, so that's good. All right, great. So Facebook is good. LinkedIn is good. YouTube is good. Instagram is good. Okay, only one other thing I got to work on here. This is Blue Sky. Blue Sky. I tend to post to Blue Sky as well. Threads. Whenever I post on Instagram, it does go in on Instagram. It does post over to Threads, so we ain't worried about that. So we can go 6. All right, now we're gonna drag here. Gonna drop there. There we go. Now we will hit post. That should be going up as soon as that's finished uploading and processing the video. It should go up. Alrighty. I think we're good. All right, good. Whoops. That is weird. Is that the really? That's the thumb? Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Oh, it's still processing the video. That's what's happening. Okay. Anyway. So Twitter is up. Oh, no, we got to hit post for that. That would help. Okay, so that's posted. That's good. So Twitter is good. Blue Sky is uploading. Facebook is good. LinkedIn is up. Good there. Got it there. YouTube is good. The only one that's acting a little weird is this guy. Okay, but that's great, because we posted. Let's check our profile view. Yes, we're up. Okay, fantastical. We are good. All right, so I'm going to just shut that one down there. We're going to now shut down Bridge, because we don't want that sucker hogging so much RAM. All right, here's okay. All right. Yeah. Oh my God! I just found out something new that my cousin just pointed out to me. This is not good. Wow, how did I miss that? Forgot to turn on my desktop camera. Yeah, folks, when you're doing it by yourself, this is the magic that happens. The magic of screwing up. All right, there we go. All right, so anyway, we're going to be doing our thing here. All right, there we go. We're going to work on a few images here today. All right, this is what we're doing. We're doing a widescreen shot today. Let's see here. Let's see if we can go to... We want to get this one. Okay, you all remember that one from yesterday. And the reason why I'm going back to here, because there were some elements in here that will be from a widescreen shot, a widescreen view. And I'll show you what I mean. So I have this one here, and I have these guys here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to this widescreen view here. And this will be pretty good. I'll be able to keep it. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll do this. I think I'll go here. I think this will be good, because it's like how would I say? It's like I don't know if it's 2 pages or 3 pages. Maybe it'll be good if it's 2 pages. That might be something useful to do. If I do it as 2 pages, then that might actually work. I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see here, I have images here. This is how I do my breakdowns, and I've been doing breakdowns pretty extensively in that regard. But I think what I need to do, because I did finish the transition image between one thing to the other. So let's go here maybe. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, I think this will work. And what we're going to do is we're going to call this, I don't even know the name, but we're going to do a save as, And we're going to save it as 5B. Here we're going to go to 5C. 5C. Okay, so we didn't call that 5C. And I'll show you what's going to happen here. So I'm going to take these two images here and that one. We're going to do Command C. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Let's see. We'll go here. All right, 5C. All right, we're going to go here. Okay, that's good. All right, now I want this one here. Go right there. Yep, I like that. That is pretty friggin' hot. All right, I like the way that looks there. That gives me a nice little thing there. But one of the things I could do, I might actually do, and I might need to kind of like move that around just a bit. Let's say right there. Yeah, that might work. Yep, that might work. And I'll show you why I'm going to do that in just a moment here. So what happens here is main character here, he is kind of startled by these images that kind of come above him. But I gotta figure out, maybe I might have a way to figure that out. Let's go here. We go here. If we move this down here, right there, maybe right there. Yeah, that might be pretty good there. Maybe, we'll see. We'll move it around. Say right there. Then I want to take these guys here, and I'm going to take them, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here, take this. This will be two panels right next to each other, just like that. Yep, that'll work it. And we're going to go here. Now we're going to do these guys. We're going to move them up. I mean, I know you guys have seen me do lots of breakdowns on this particular channel, and that's because, you know, one of the things I tend to do is breakdowns. Go here. All right, that there is not bad. We'll move this up here, like so. All right, that's good. I like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to move these guys down. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Okay, that's good there, and we're going to shift him right there. Okay, and if I can move that a little bit later, I will. Okay, right now this is where we're going. We're going with this one. This is not bad. This is actually not bad. All right, now here comes the other issue. Here comes the big shingamajinga. The big shingamajinga. All right, we're going to turn this off here, and what we got to do is we got to grab black cats, gazelles, this guy here, and what I'm going to do, yep, that's everything there. What I got to do here is I have to take everything here and move this stuff here into a folder. So to go right here and grab all the way down to here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move that into a folder right there. Yes. All right, we're going to hit Command C. Then we're going to move it over to here, right? Here. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna go Command T. We got to reduce that down. That's gonna be pretty daggum big there, but that's okay. I don't mind that. This is where the main character's going, where he ends up, and he is shocked by what he sees here. And sometimes I play around with my settings here. It gives me a little bit something to work with and from. Let's get rid of that white background there too as well. Yep, that's going to be pretty crazy imagery there. Alrighty, let's take it up a little bit more. Yep, this might work. Not saying it's gonna work, but it might work. We'll see. All right, we need to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. All right, perfect. Perfect. Well, not perfect. Nothing's perfect. But we're there. Okay. So that's going here. Now we're going to move this over here. Okay. And we will cut some of those things out here. It's a blend of old stuff I've done and new stuff I've done that kind of, sets things up. I really, really do like that. That is pretty friggin' cool there. And I might adjust a few things here, there. Now let me go here and remove this. The one? No. Where's the one I want to remove there? That there is the tricky licky part. All right. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be a little weird, but just bear with me. Watch this, guys. This is how we have to do it sometimes. Sometimes we got to get a little bit experimental. So we're going to go right here and duplicate this. We're going to go here to the bottom part, right? Now what we're going to do, because that is that part there. That's all of that white background, particularly if I go here. Let's see if that's the white background. Yes, that is the white background. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take Command C, and then we're going to do Command V. Now we're going to get rid of this guy. Command D, and we're going to hit the trash can. Delete. Yes. Okay, good. This is good. Now we're going to go here. All right, I think that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're going to reselect. And we now need to go. Okay, the planet is good there. We need to get this stuff here, the little smoke and stuff. We're going to go here. Command Shift I, backspace. Okay. All right. All right, good. All right, so we've got that. So let's turn this back on here. So you will see what is happening in this shot here. So basically, what is happening, let's see, what if that happens if I go here to multiply? Okay, that might work. That might work. All right, so, well, was that right? Okay, we're not gonna, let's go to multiply. Is that multiply I want there? All right, anyway, doesn't matter. Right now, we're good there. So we got that going. Now the next thing we're going to have going is, let me just turn this off just for the moment here. And you guys will see what I'm about to do. So we have this layer here. You have a full border there. I'm going to duplicate this border, move all the way up to the top. That was kind of weird. I went for like 15 minutes without showing my desktop, but that's okay. I'll be able to use the narration if I have to. KM Authentic Creations. Okay, how you doing? I know right now it's a white screen on there, but bear with me. I'm about to do a black border here. So we're gonna go, come on, let's switch. Let's just swap here. Easiest thing to do. Okay, we got that there. Now what we want to do is we want to do a fill. There we go. So we got our black border there. Hello, Ray. How you doing? Let's see here. Now we turn this one on. Okay, there we go there. So we're good there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. Yep. So we got that, right? And I'm going to put tones on this stuff because there's some more work I could do. And by the way, this is a fusion of new stuff and old stuff I've done. I like repurposing stuff where I can. All right, so we got that. Now we go here and we go here. So if you look at this, I have quite a bit of information in this that I think that works fairly nicely. So we're going to go here. Now what we're going to do this time, we're going to do this. We're going to go right, because we're splitting this in half there. Right about there. Okay, and we're going to do a fill on that. There we go. So we got that one. So we can see kind of sort of what's happening here, how things are shifting around. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. Could I add a 6th panel? I don't know. We will see. We will see. We will see. I don't know if I can, but we will see. Right? Thank you for liking my live. I appreciate it, KMR Authentic Creations. I want to say thank you. Thanks for the misspelled. Thanks for the like. All right, good. All right, we're trying to engage more. You know, but one of the things I haven't done, and like I say, when I start streaming, maybe even tomorrow, I need to set it up so I can read my comments more directly. I'm not reading my comments more directly. Richard, oh, hey there. Hey, Richard. Hey, Richard. I screwed up with the screen. Fixed now. Ha. Also, my good friend Mark Florestant should be off his job. He's going on jury duty. Hang in there, man. Hang in there, my friend. Okay, so we're good here. All right, this is where you get the big kind of David Lean-esque type thing happening. But there's something else I'm thinking maybe I want to do this. Maybe this is a bit too much. I don't know. Let's undo this. I'll show you what I mean. Watch this. We want to buy a little space here. Watch this. We're going to buy a little space. Z. Right there. Let's go here. Just let's move this over just a little bit. I know. Does it really matter? Yes, it does matter. Every inch counts on this. And I'll show you what I mean. We're going to fill here. Okay, there we go. Now here, I'm going to remove these guys. I mean, this is actually pretty good here. But what I'm going to do here, believe it or not, this is going to be so freaking weird. I don't know if I can do it. Doggone it. I hate it when it's tricky to see if I can pull something off. All right, let's see here. I mean, because in theory, I could do this. In theory, I could do this. Right? In theory. Hold on, let's go here. So we could do this. Now watch what I do here. This is how you take stuff and you kind of repurpose it. Thank you so much, Richard, for that like. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. We're going to go here, and I will be streaming throughout the holiday. The only day I probably won't be streaming is Christmas. Oh, well, I take that back. I might be streaming on Christmas, just not early in the day. Not later in the day. We will see how it goes. All right. So we've got that. I think this stuff we're here with the guys working good. This is going to be really a weird page here, but it's like sometimes you use things in your layout because they look dope. You know what I mean? You'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment here. So I'm going to go here. All right, we're going to go here, and I think I added that layer there. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a fill. Again, whoops. I want to make sure we turn that layer on there. There we go. Now I want to do a fill here. There we go. All right, now here's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go here, and now I'm going to select off in here, and I'm going to get rid of this. Now, I may end up not keeping this frame. But we will see what happens. We shall see what happens here. So I want to go here. Now we're going to go here. We're going to hit. There we go. All right, good. So as you can see here, we got one panel. We got two panels. All right, now let's go here. Here's where another moment of truth arises. Right there. Good. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's check and see where we got going there. Yep. All right, we're going to go here. We're going to hit fill. Yes. So you see, oh, not quite. Almost there. But no worries. We can reselect. And we're just going to go down one step or two steps. And now we're going to do this. Fill. Okay. And I had to get rid of that line there. So you see what now we have this top image here. We have this image here. Now we have enough room for an image here. Do Command T. Let's zoom into this. I want to bring that over right about there. Good. Enter. Okay. Got it. Now, I got to move some of these guys over here. You know, sometimes we use frames to have a certain effect, sometimes not. All right, now, what we're going to do here is we're going to turn this to make their ascent more like that. Yeah, see, that'll work there. That'll work. Yep, I think that'll work. Okay. Now, if this does not work, I will go back to what I had before. All right, let me just very quickly check on LinkedIn. Hello, LinkedIners. How you guys doing? Hello, Facebook. How you guys doing? No comments at the moment, but we do have someone view. Oh, here for, oh, Lord. See? This is what I'm talking about. See? Stacy Blackstar Robinson, all he does is heckle. In fact, we're supposed to be in an exhibit next month, beginning of the year 2026. At a hello, Michelle Haley 29. How you doing? We're going to be in a hip hop exhibit, a huge hip hop exhibit. People like Eric Orr and Ramo Z going to be in the show, and Black Kirby, which is Stacey Robinson and John Jennings, going to be in there. It turns out I'm in there. This guy calls me asking me if I bum rushed or something like that. What is that, man? You know. But, you know, hey, that's a question of whether or not I should be in the show. But, hey, that's another story. Thanks for the heckling. Love you, bro. All right. I'm going to say, leave me alone. Ha. All right. Anyway, so we're good there. Stacey Robinson is a brilliant artist, professor, tenured professor at University of Illinois, Champaign. Brilliant graphic designer and visual artist. Hello, Dancer60. How you doing? Good to see you there. All right, now here's where we're going to see if we can cheat a little bit. Can we cheat? Let's see. So we can't use that one. Well, I mean, we're using that one. Now we're going here. Now let's see what happens. We're just going to see if this works. We're just going to see if it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay? Command C. All right. Let's see here. This is where we're going to see what happens. Is Tim able to cheat fate? I'm going to go right there. Yes. Now we need to bring this down here. I'm going to see if I can do this. Let's take that. Whoops. That's going to be a little weird, but work with me. Work with, not against. With, not against. Oh, wow. Look at that. Now that might work. That might work. And there are points where I kind of want to be able to. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to see. That is dope. I love that. Let's take that there. A little bit bigger. Now, I could use that one or use it later. There's another image that I did that might just work. Let's see. Now, meaning what I'm trying to do is show the wildlife of this king. Hello, Dancer60. Let me say hi again there to you. Dancer60. How you doing? How you doing, Dancer60? Let me say yeah. Let me wave to you twice there. All right, good. All right, so we got that there. We're on Facebook here. We're good. I'm hoping that ultimately, I don't know if it's possible, but I want to see if it might be possible for me to begin streaming to the Black Comic Lords Facebook page. That's a lot to ask. I know that is a lot to ask, but they got 97,000 people. I mean, 97,000 eyeballs to annoy. I had to put that in there to annoy. Okay. All right. Anyway, so let's see here. We're gonna go here. Now I could use this here. I could use the bird, but we already got the birds going there, and I could. That's the concept. However, there is a image I did several weeks ago that I think would look so beautiful in there, and we're gonna go with the Zebron. Let's see if Zebron is still available. There he is. There's Zebron. Y'all remember Zebron? I remember Zebron. Zebron was awesome, right? Let's see here. What if I took... Let's open up the Clip Studios. All right. Okay. All right. We might be able to work it. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. So now I'm going to close this up here. I don't think we need that anymore. Again, closing bridge to free up. Hello, Jim Cody. How you doing? Tim Fielder. Live drawing with Tim Fielder. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist based in New York City, doing my thing, getting on people's nerves, of course. Of course. Why else would I do anything else other than get on people's nerves? So we got that. Okay, that's kind of cool there. I kind of like that. All righty. We're going to move these guys here down a little bit like that. Let's take him right there. Okay. We don't need that anymore. All right. So we're going to go here. We're going to take this guy here. And I think maybe the zebra might be appropriate because I wanted the zebra in the shot. And I think I might be able to repurpose this for something that's kind of interesting and dynamic. Yes. So we're going to go here. We're going to take a folder here. Now we're going to do here. We're going to go all the way down to there. And now we're going to move that up here. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to go Command C. And we're going to go right there. And now we're going to see the moment of truth. Momente of Truth Day. Oops. Doggone it. Sorry. Screwed up again. Let's try it again. Go Command C. And then we're going to go Command V. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. That might work. That might work, man. That might work. I kind of like that. That maybe? I don't know. Let's see here. I mean, is that forced? What do you guys think? Is that too forced? Might be too forced. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Let's sit on it for a second here. But what we will do, and that might just mean it might just be a concept drawing, might not be able to get any usage out of this image. But I did feel like I did not do enough of the zebras here. I didn't show them enough. And I felt like there was a dramatic opportunity to show these zebras. There was a dramatic opportunity to show these zebras, and I did not do that. But it just may mean I may not be able to use them in this shot on this page. I might have to save them for later on. But for right now, we will just call this quits for the moment. All right, what we're going to do here now is we will take this off. Yep, I'm sitting here looking at this. This might be the way to go. It might just be good to kind of tag this and keep this going. All right, so let's go here. So we've got this image here. That's pretty good. Let's turn this off here just for a moment. All right, let's move these over here. Guys over. 1, 2. We will see what happens. All right. Now I'm going to go here. Now these birds, even though they may look a certain way, they're actually very large birds. There we go. So he's down at the bottom of the frame, kind of like looking at these kind of bird creatures flying by. All right, go here. YouTube is going well. Twitch. Kick is going. All right, these people here, they always trying to find something, but I don't know how I feel about that. We're not going to bother her with it right now. All right, Facebook. Facebook should be sharing to Tim Filda without any issue. Okay. All right. Waiting for Instagram one day. Instagram was going to come back. One day, Instagram will come back, baby. All right. Let's see here. Oh boy, there we go. We're starting to get some response to the thingy here. Let's go view the insights here. Nothing yet. Oh, okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. All right, what I'm talking about, you guys might ask, what is he looking at? I'm looking at my views. Okay, this is going to end in, let's go right there. Oh, okay, let's try it again. Let's go right. All right, there we go. All right. What? I hate it, man, when they do that. It's like, how do you know you're not being active? If I'm saying hello, I'm talking. All right, let's go here. Let's close this. Let's go live one more again. We'll be back. All right, we're back. We are back, man. Who is this? No, it's okay, Richard. I assume you're taking your break now. You're off for the holidays. You shut it down for the holidays. This is my cousin Richard talking to me from Boston. Oh, y'all gonna be going to Maine this year. Y'all gonna come to New Orleans and gain a little weight. What is it gonna be, man? What's it gonna be? Tell Kim I love her very, very much, and I saw her overseas recently, and that was pretty cool, pretty daggone cool. All right, we're gonna go here. Hello, Ruthie Duran. Thank you for liking my reel. Thank you. I'm going to be live again very soon. Relax. It's all good. All right, now I'm going to go here. Let's go back here. Now, this part here is really all about gesture. So we need that on there. There we go. Yeah, get that there. There we go. There we go. Yep. There we go. So he's got his suspenders on because he's a Civil War soldier there. It's pretty good. I got to put that broad neck there. Now we'll get the head here. This is just a sketch here. I'll go back and tighten this up in a bit. There we go. Yes. Yes, like that. All right, I can bring that up just a little bit there. There we go. And I'll be able to hit this a little bit more stuff here. Now, here's the thing. That's a little bit lower, but I could do it like this. Let me just bring him up just a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, great. All right, so now what we're doing is got his hands here. He's obviously shocked by what he's seeing. All right, I like that. I kind of like that. I don't know if there's a tangent issue happening here, but for right now, we're going to call it a day on that. Not bad, man. Let's see here. I'm back. I'm still learning this. Hello, Dawn. How you doing? Let's see. Stream was cut due to inactivity, but I'm saying stuff. I don't know, but working it out. I am new to this live streaming thing. I'm streaming to YouTube, 2 channels on YouTube, Instagram. No, TikTok, Instagram not, LinkedIn, Substack, Kick, Twitch. All right, there we go. Okay, so anyway, all right, so that looks kind of cool. I kind of like that. It might just be necessary to, I mean, there's some other things I'm thinking about doing here, which I could do, but we will see how it goes. Okay. It said encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Okay. I would encourage you guys to share my live. If you want to, share it. That would be dope. That would be dope. Dope-tastic. It would be. It would be dope-tastic. All right, now I'm going to take this guy here because I think he needs to be a little bit bigger, actually. Yeah, he needs to be in the corner just like that. Well, let me make him a little bit smaller there. There we go. Right in the corner. All right. There we go. All right, we're rocking and rolling here. Okay. Very cool. All righty. So I wonder if anyone here is familiar with my Comatic that I do publish to TikTok. It's called Hi John Conqueror. Now, the one thing I don't know if TikTok has archives, so you could archive like say projects from the same series. I wonder if they have that. They probably do, but I'm not familiar with it. I'm like, again, guys, I'm still learning this thing here. There we go. Yeah, I can live with that. But here's the thing, though. Before that was much larger. So here's what I'm going to do. And it might mean the other image that I would like to keep, I might not end up keeping it. So we got that. Got this. Whoops. This one. Grand T. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Yep, there we go. And T. All right, so we got that one there. Now what we're going to do, all right. Now we can go back here. There we go. All right, so now what's happening here is these birds, humanoid bird creatures, are flying overhead. And they're flying past him overhead. Again, the idea is to kind of duplicate the look of the creatures of the African savanna, but do it in such a way where it kind of keeps them they're all bipedal. This is an old concept. It's been done before, but within the lexicon of an Afrofuturist kind of vibe, perhaps not. But it don't matter. It's all good. Either way, man, it's all good. Hello, Mama. Mama. Paul Stewart. How you doing, Paul Stewart? Say hi there. Okay. Let's see. Gifters. Okay. Any rate, so we're good there. All righty. Let's go back to Facebook. Facebook. All right, that's great. Facebook is right. That's so weird, though. I wonder why would I get shut down on Instagram if Instagram is owned by Facebook? It's so weird. you know. Anyway, all I do is draw, folks. That's all I do. Thank you so much. Hello, Lady Love 03. 003, I guess. Let's say hi. Thank you. All righty. So very shortly I will begin. Yeah. Hello, Rowena. How you doing? What's happening? You doing okay? Gonna see you in a few days. Gonna see you in a few days there. All righty. That's Command D. I am drawing. That is my mother. Is one of my audience members today. And that is why I said, hello, Rowena. How you doing? What's shaking today? What's shaking with you, lady? How's it going? You doing all right? I've seen pictures of you jamming to a lot of music lately. You better watch that. You're going to hurt somebody dancing that hard like that. All right, there we go. So we're drawing our bird people here. Now, one of the things I'm also curious about is whether or not it requires that much detail with these drawings. Like if you get in there and you can, she's left. So hello, Deborah Black 486. How you doing? Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Okay, let me go here. Okay, I don't know what that means. We're gonna go right there. Okay. All right, we got it here. We got little users and viewers. All right, LinkedIn, we're good. Facebook, we're good. You know, let's just take a quick detour here. I'm going to show you guys today's episode of Hi John Conqueror. Let's see if we can go here. Go to LinkedIn or TikTok or whatever it is. Go to the new window here. All right, we're going to go to, let's go to TikTok. Let's go to TikTok. Turn the volume up there. Okay, that's a confused cat. That is weird. That cat is confused. Let's go to my profile view here. All right. This is, wait, hang on. What's going on there? All right. Make a mistake. I was wondering what was going on there. But this is good. This gives me the opportunity to do a little bit of alteration. Let's go here. Let's zoom out there a little bit, guys. There we go. And go right there. Okay. I made one mistake, but it's okay. Guess what? We're going to rectify that matter right now. Oh, yes. Going to rectify that matter right now, man. Right now. Going to go Command C. So you guys can see my TikTok thing here. So I go up with my episodes. As you can see here, I'm starting to every, as many days as possible, I'm uploading. So we're going to upload here. Now I'm going to go back to Bridge. All right, you got that there. Come on in. Let's go back here because we don't want that. We want to go to Hi John Conqueror. All right, let's go right here. There it is. Episode cease. Gonna go right there. All right, that is uploaded there. Feel good about that. I see, is that uploaded? All right, that is uploaded. I'm gonna close this. Now let's try to see if we can edit our cover here. And go right there. Do they allow you to zoom in? Can you zoom in? No zoom in, man. Man, suckers, man. Anyway, we're gonna go to confirm. There we go. Portalis Sanctorum episode cease. All right, we're going to hit post. There we go. Post now. Then I guess we will. For all those folks who are watching, if you would like to follow me on all socials, follow me on LinkedIn, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Facebook, follow me everywhere. As soon as I get Instagram running in 2 days, we'll be back with that. All right, content under review. Okay, so now what we will do is we will go here. Hold on. Hang on. Okay, so that's the newest episode of Hi John Conqueror. Episode 6, Chapter 1. We already went through our prologue before. Let me hit a like on that. I'm going to hit a like on my own video. Why not? All right, we'll go back to TikTok there. Oh, okay. I don't know what that stuff is. 10,000. Okay, 1 hour per day. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's something I need to get into. I don't know. Anyway. So we got TikTok.
I feel like before I started TikTok Shop, the only reason why I didn't start sooner was it was just like I was confused.
Not Substack, just Diesel Funk, man. Dieselfunk.com. All right. Just for you guys who are watching here, my name is Tim Fielder. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. Known for this book here, Infinitum and Afrofuturist Tale, Maddie's Rocket, and just recently a project called The Graphic History of Hip Hop. Just found out yesterday that I will be attending in late June the American Library Association. I'll be on a panel. One of my buddies, Jameson Aurora, has been diligently trying to get panels going there for some time, and he stuck with it and made it happen. So very proud of him. And I will be on a panel. That's the plan, Jameson. Hold me to it like I'm gonna hold you to it, and that's what we are doing here. And we're gonna be doing it. This is Graphic History of Hip Hop. I deal with my good friend Walter Grayson. I got some stuff to turn in by tomorrow. Should have turned it in 3 weeks ago, but it's almost done here. Just gotta work it out and get the paperwork in so I can go on with my life. And then get back to the other stuff, which is the longer form projects and the floppy. Okay, you can order all these books. Hello, Outdoor Flyer 66. How you doing there? I'm Tim Fielder, visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. My company is Diesel Funk Studios. I do a little Maddie's Rocket. I do a little Infinitum and Afrofuturist Tale, and I do a little graphic history of hip hop. Yep, that's what I do. Alrighty, so we're gonna close this down here. Now let's take a little bit of a deviation. Here. So my friend Ronaldo Anderson, the Doomsayer. The Doomsayer, Dr. Ronaldo Anderson. If you want to feel hopeless and helpless, listen to Dr. Ronaldo Anderson. I love him. But oh boy. If you're looking for a little cheer, that is not the place to get it. He's going to tell you the truth and like God help us all. Anyway, so we're going to do this here. We're going to pop that right there. I think that's good. Make that a little bit bigger there. Fantastic. All right there. Great. Or should I put it up there? Let's go right. Yeah, let's do that right there. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. That I like that. That looks pretty good there. All right, good. Now let's take. Let's see here. This bird guy, I'm gonna leave him there. I don't know why he disturbs me so much, but that might be because there's not enough overlap. But we will work it out either way. Okay. Very soon, I'm going to work out even more of my audio situation here. I think there's so much more I could be doing with it. Particularly as I've been doing a lot of music myself. I have no musical talent, but I've been using a little AI to help me take my badly hummed songs to do a bunch of very cool stuff. So all the music that you're hearing with Hi-Jon was done by me humming badly and doing the editing in DaVinci to kind of get certain songs and stuff together because I'm doing this like a film, trying to get a very much a cinematic musical experience, and that is what is happening here. Okay, that's good. I think, you know what? I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to bring these guys down just a little bit here. Watch this. We're going to bring that down just a little bit right there. Yes. Not too much, but right there. Okay, good. All right, now. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm actually going to have him overlap there a little bit. Watch this. See? And we want that hand to be sort of like that, right? So we're gonna go here. Let's go right there. Yep. And now, one of the reasons why I'm doing it like this is I have a theory that you don't need to do incredibly super tight drawings. You just need enough kind of implied detail to get something that can work. But we will work that out. There we go. Okay, there we go right there. All right, now, I see what's happening. I think I see what's happening here. All right, let me take this here. I'm just going to erase a little bit off in there. There we go. All right. All right, so what it is that his arm here needs to be raised up a little bit. And again, I'm going to take a slight deviation here. All right, there we go. Let me check something out here. I got a bit of a note from someone here. Just want to check and see what the word is. Okay, good. All right, we're still in the clear with that. Fantastic. All right, my friend. Okay, good. Our friend is working out his streaming situation. There's a bunch of people. I'm going to say this to you guys. Streaming is really an incredible way to build audience. Even if it's slow going, you just keep it. Also, I have to say, and this is the other thing that I guess I should share with you guys. I'm going to be doing a. I'm going to start to. Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Y'all see that? See that there? Look at that! Now, we're going to turn this way. There we go. There we go, man. Ah, see. It's amazing what happens when you turn your canvas, how much you miss. There we go. So these wings needed to be more pronounced. All right, but anyway, so I find streaming to be quite amazing and fascinating. and it's something that I would encourage anyone who is trying to build a market for themselves in the environment we're in, which let me tell you is nothing to play with. You know, if you've got a job, you know what I mean? Oh, I see Alex Simmons followed me back. This is great because I went to his Instagram. Alex has 150,000 followers, which is insane. And he's only done 18 posts, which is also insane. What's even crazier of all his posts, I think my art is on like, what, God, from what I can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of those posts of what I can see are the images I did for Blackjack. Alex gave me the, you know, you got to pay your dues to get back into the game. And I did a, hello, Kathy. How you doing, Kathy? Pleasure to see you there. I got to set it up somehow to see how this stuff works. Don't worry, I'm going to be all right. All right, so we're good here. So anyway, man, how do you, geez, I would love to have 150,000 followers. We're working there, but it takes time. You got to keep doing. We're going to see what we can do here. We'll go here. There we go. Okay, I think I like that there. Ah, yes, look at that. Bam. Okay, good. Now, so I like this. Let's go here, view. We're going to reset my display again. All right, I kind of like that there, but I think, believe it or not, I can't believe I'm saying this again, it's good to be able to move away from this stuff for a second here. Let's take this hit here, move that down. Yep, right about there. Yep. That hit was a little bit too high, and on top of that, he needs to be reduced down in size even more. Right there. Yes. There we go. All right. Now, let's take this here a little bit. We're going to do what? We're going to move all this down here. We're going to move these bird guys down here just a smidgen. I'll show you why in just a moment. Move them down just, whoops, wrong one. Move them down just a bit. Just, wait, what in the world's going on here? Hang on. There we go. All right, now we're going to go here. You got that border there. We're now going to take right there. All right, so as I was saying about live streaming, hello, guitar guy. Pleasure to see you, guitar. Hey, guitar guy. Let's see here. And I would like for you guys send gifts and thank you guys so much for your support. That's what it's telling me to remind me to do it. Okay, I think we're all right there. Let's go back to Facebook here. Ooh, what's going on there? Yes, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I did not mean to reduce that down. All right, we're going to be back on Instagram by Friday. That may actually, if I have my way about it, that's going to be a long streaming day. I'd be interested to see if I could do 5 hours on that day. Be very interesting. LinkedIn is still going, rocking well, strongly. Instagram is going. No, I mean LinkedIn is going. YouTube is a-going. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me today. And then we also have the other YouTube, which I don't know why I stream to that, but I do. And then we Substack. I don't touch Substack. Leave Substack alone. Once it's running, let it run. Right? All right. So we got our thing here, and I'm going to go through this here, and I'm going to just add a few tones. You'll see what I'm going to do here in just a moment. Sometimes I work with clean lines. Sometimes I work with dirty lines, but we'll see how it goes. Like, for example, the close-up of these characters will probably be cleaner lines, but we will see what happens here. But I'm thinking about leaving the Birdmen a little rough there. That might be all right. Twitch and Kick are cheap viewers. Steam remove the space. What do they mean, remove the space? I don't know what he means by that. I ain't gonna worry about it for right now. This is visual Afrofuturist, so a lot of the stuff I deal with is science fiction, blending black culture. Plenty of science fiction sites out there that just deal with general science fiction, but I tend to do my stuff with a little bit of Afrocentricity and Afrofuturism mixed in, and that's always fun to do. Okay, we've been streaming now for about 1 hour and 31 minutes, which is good. And also we will be beyond the streaming for 1 hour and 31 minutes. I am recording to multiple streaming networks. For you guys who might be asking, why am I streaming to so many networks? I stream to a bunch of different networks because it gives me the ability to be able to maximize my audience. Now, some people would say, hey, you should really just focus on one network, build there, and then stream out. But, you know, I'm a butt back. I was about to say a butt backwards. I should say ass backwards. I might as well just say that. I do a little bit reverse. But that's what I do. And the idea is to reach as many people as we can. We live in a world where Disney makes a deal with OpenAI for 3 years so that OpenAI can use their characters through Sora and their AI processing, Gen AI processes. That's the first thing they do. But then the other thing they do is they pay $2 billion into that system. Now, it's not different from Disney putting 2% share into Webtoons. So what Disney is doing is strategically investing in emerging media. That means the idea of floppies, of paper comics, it's not that they won't be made anymore, but they're just yet another medium that is losing ground in certain ways. Now, I heard that the comic book industry was selling pretty good. That's great, but you know, you can only sell so many copies of Batman, of Absolute Batman. And you know, so all that to say is that if you're a comic book artist, now you should be utilizing Kickstarter. I've not used Kickstarter yet, but where I'm going to stake my claim is with live social selling. I can sit up, you guys have heard me, I'm just sitting here talking while drawing at the same time. As long as I'm not too tired, I can do this 5 days a week with no problem and no fear. I ain't got no issue with doing it. It's fun. So that is the idea. That is what I believe the world is moving to. Okay, let's go here. And I also am streaming these. I try to stream at least 2 hours. Occasionally I might do an hour. If it's something major going on, I might only be on for 30, 45 minutes. But I try to do at least 2 hours. So tonight, it's 7:04. My wife hadn't gotten home from work yet. So I would say that I'm going to stick with this at least till 7. What is it? I've been going now for at least till, for another 25 minutes, but probably longer. And I want to see that to see what I can do. Maybe if it's possible, I can finish this. This particular page here would be 1, 2, 3, possibly 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So this right here, in addition to the other thing I did, may end up very well being an entire week's worth of comic work. But this is one page, so maybe 2 pages in total here. This is good. You guys will see how this stuff will be revealed and all that as time goes on. Okay, so let's figure it out here. So I like the way this looks here. I'm good with that. I will do this, however, just because I can. Let me just go in here with a little. Oh, no. Let's do this first. So the idea is, as I am streaming, I'm collecting all of my streams, and very soon I'm going to give myself a challenge. I announced this yesterday. I'm going to do 1 month of daily episodes. Now, I'm under no illusion. I am not going to do something as good as Casey Neistat does it. I saw his show today with the guy who ran the New York Marathon with cerebral palsy. And you want to talk about some heartwarming stuff. That guy, Casey Neistat, is a master storyteller. No one does it better than him. That is just the truth. Ruth. That is the truth. Ruth. And but I do think a lot of folks are not going to sit up and watch me talk for 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. They're not going to do it. They don't have the time. They're at work. They got stuff going on. But they'll watch a 10 or 15 minute long form every day. You know, so that's the thing I'm thinking about trying. That's the challenge I'm giving myself to do. Now, let me turn this off here. So we're going to try to go here on the midway part here. Do just like that. There. That is not quite. All right, I'm going to say right there. Looks a bit to be halfway. Right there. Okay, good. Let me take this here, make this a little bit thicker. No, we'll... Right about... Okay, good. All right, so we got that there. I'm going to take this off here. Good. And we are going to fill that with black. Okay, we're good there. So now if I turn this back on here, yes, there we go. So now I can bring this guy down here. So this will be good here. I don't want to get it too low. Okay, yes, because I want to be able to put a little bit of, I want to be able to put a little narration and dialogue in there. And I think I have that figured out. I'm glad I did this. I as much as I was trying to stick that middle panel in there, you know, that's something you would see the guys from Image do, where they just, you know, they have panels flipping all over the place. But after a while, I mean, just keep the panel straight. You don't need to, you can experiment with them, but what you want to do is you don't want the borders in the configuration of the panels to call more attention than the actual story contained within the panels. So after a while, it's interesting design work, but it kind of is, I wouldn't say wasteful. That's not what I would say, but I would say, what's the point? All right, anyway, so we're going here, and we now need to move this guy here over a bit. There we go. All right. Okay, now there's one other thing I'm thinking about doing here, just because I can. Let's see here. Let's go to this one, because right here I got a pretty good. That was supposed to be like a kind of a thing happening here, and you can see here with that layer. What's happening with that layer here is this. Nope, not that one. This one. And I had it to the point where the smoke and the grime and stuff was above that, but I don't know if I should keep that. Or I could keep it, but what I could do just as easily is to close this border. Now let me just go here just for a second here. Right. Yeah, that definitely wouldn't work. I'm glad I didn't keep that. But what I could do, let's just create a new layer here just for a moment and see if this is going to work. All right, let's go here. Let's go back to Facebook and check my comments. Ha 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 ha. Let's see here. All right, we got LinkedIn is going. YouTube is going, and thank you so much for the crown thing there. I think my cousin Richard Harold Shaw, is the first person to ever give me one of those crown awards. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Now I still have to learn about things like they call them super gifts or something, where people send you funds. Let me know if it's helpful for catch viewers. I don't know what they mean by that. I still got to learn so much about this stuff. I got to learn. I got Kickstarter. Hello, Rowena. How you doing? Thank you for joining in today. Just want to remind Rowena that I love her very much. How you doing? What's going on with you there today, lady? Okay, so let's go here. Now what we're going to do here, this is what we're going to do. It's going to be a little tricky here, but we're going to see if we can do this. We're going to see if we can do this. So I'm going to take, all right, so the cats are there. That's good. Okay, the gazelles are there. I dropped them down a little bit. We're good there. Now, I want to go. Okay, the back gazelles are good. That's good. All right. Nope. Oh, I see what's happening. I see. The Elefantes. The Elefantes. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to bring the elephants up just a smidgen. Like a super duper smidgen. A very small smidgen. There we go. Yes. There we go. Yes. In fact, I'm so glad I did that because it makes it apparent that they are bipedal. Wow, I'm so glad I did that. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. Holy smokes. Isn't it amazing what happens when you just shift the little stuff around? Jeez. Wow. Look at that. Whoa. Holy smokes. Damn. Well, not too far. Not too much. Right there is good. Wow. Look at that. That is awesome. Now, let me make an adjustment here. Okay, so oh, wow. You guys don't see it. Watch what's about to happen here. See that smoke? That's good. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a border here. Remember I told you I was going to make another border here. And now that I have switched that around, we're going to go right there. Okay, and I'm going to make that a little bit thinner. And we're going to, because that is almost there, right there. And I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. Just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, matey. Just a little bit. Right there. Now, I'm going to do this. Fill. Right? Let's fill it. Oh. It would be helpful if we actually turn that layer on to be filled. There we go. Nope. We should hit that. Yes, we should really hit the visibility button. There we go. There we go. All right, good. Oh, what happened there? Oh, wrong layer. Doggone it. All right, right here. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, no worries, no worries. Hey, there we go. Now we got that. That's pretty good there. Now, see that is now 3 different sequences. That 1, 2, and 3. And the elephants are much more dynamic. However, watch this. what we want to do here is we want to take this smoke stuff background. If I can find it here. This one? Yes. Yes. Watch this, guys. I'm going to take this smoke here, and we're going to do a Command T, and we're going to drop that down. Whoops. We're going to move that down. Yes. Look at that. Because we have these gazelles running here. Okay, that's good. Now I want to go to the top part of this. Okay. Gonna see if this works. Gonna see if it works, baby. Gonna see if it works, man. Pow. Whoops. Delete. Delete. Hold on. Let's see what's happening. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's go here. Nope. There. Nope. So I gotta I see one of the things that's happening. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're learning so much. We're doing there we go, right there. So now that's good. I like. But this little speckle stuff there. I want to do as a planet. I may remove the planet. We'll see how I feel. At the planet back there, that's good. Okay, we don't want that. Now, this is where we gotta see. Right there. See that? So now we're going to, you know what? We're going to remove that completely. But what I will do, instead of removing it completely, I'm actually going to use all that drawing detail there. I'm going to bring that down right there. There we go. That looks interesting. Anything to add chaos and detail to these gazelles running for their freaking lives. And go here. Now, I kind of like that happening there. But what I need to do is there's this hard line ground there. See how see that horizon line there? That was done on purpose. So we want that there, but we might want to bring it down just a little bit. All right, so we got that. Let's go here. Nope. All right, here's our elephants. Let's go here. Okay. So this here is the kind of, let's see, what happens if we turn that off? Interesting. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this. We're going to get Command T. I'm going to move that up there. Oops. All right, so I like that there, but what we're going to do is we're going to take our this brush here, and you'll see what's going to happen. This is our warp tool. What the warp tool can do, because this really what's happening are shadows. You might not be able to completely make them out, but those are shadows that the characters here are walking with. All right, so now I'm going to take this, and we're going to delete all that stuff that goes off in there, right there. Okay, great. All right, so you can see that looks like another panel. However, I will take, now since I will buy this. See how that is there? That kind of broke line there? That's good. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to hit right click, merge selected layers. Okay, so there we go. That's good. But now what we need to do, what is he saying here? 2 real clips from my video interview. Okay, good. All right. Just to let you guys know, I am working on my memoirs. Hello, Linda. Joe, how you doing? One Deep, how you doing? Gonna do this. Saying hi to everybody. Pleasure to see you guys. All right, so we got that. Okay, good. Let's see, where are we now? We're at 1 minute and 51 seconds. Hello! Looks like the missus has gotten in. I didn't notice that she was there. Okay. Anyway, so we got this here. That's pretty good there. I like that. But here's the thing I want to do. And I'm going to see if you guys see what I'm about to do here. So we're going to go here, right? Now let's move into this. And these are humanoid elephants. That's pretty creepy, isn't it? That's pretty creepy. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select just this part here in front of the elephants. You'll see what I'm going to do just a moment here. Just a momente. Just a momente. Let's go here. Right there. That's good. So I like that speckle there. That speckle in front of those gazelle, behind the gazelles work. That's good. This is some of my earlier experimentation with Gen AI that I'm now actually deploying in the actual more developed Gen AI. Hello, Felix. How you doing, Felix Lazada? Let's see here. We're going to go here. We're going to add another layer here. Now what we're going to do is this. We're going to take these here. Yep. And now, because that yellow there is kind of cool, we're going to do this. We're going to take a brush, airbrush, and we're going to take a soft brush. I'm going to do it just like that, see? But we're making it black. Now, I might want to make it white, but we will see. For right now, there we go. All right, good. So that's good. Now we got that. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take our blend tool, but this one we're going to, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to see, because I think what it can do is just add a little of that to it. See? Like it's more particulate. That's what we want, more particulation. There we go. There we go. Now, I'm going to reduce, I'm going to increase the luminosity of this. Oh, wow, look at that. Now, I wonder what would happen if we moved that to a white like that. What would that look like? Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Let's zoom out on that. That is kind of cool there. But I wonder what would happen if we were able to edit. And we're going to do a little tonal work here. We want to go to tonal correction, color balance. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. Oh, we got that. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That red there, we want to increase that yellow. Oh, wow, look at that. That's kind of cool. Look at that. And it has a little, let me hit with a little yellow here. Let me go back here. That's purple. Don't want purple. What we want is like a yellow. They're like right there. And then we want to increase that saturation. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What we're trying to do is add a sense of scale and epic drama. Welcome to the chat room. Alrighty. Let's go back here to FaceTime. Facebook, what I'm talking about. Get a little see now there. Hoping, I'm going to start to investigate a little bit more and about getting permission to stream to certain networks. I want to see if that's possible. Today is December 17th. It's September 26th. I'm going to work towards being back on Instagram on the 19th, which is Friday. We're out of here on the 20th. It's great heading down for Atlanta. Going to be staying down there with the parents for a day or two, his other sibling for a day or two, and then we'll go to New Orleans and gain weight from eating all the delicious salt-filled food. And then I'm going to be working like a freaking dog, which is good. And we're great now. That I feel good about that. That is a good feeling, man. That's a great layout there. I like that. Like that, man. Might be able to get 5 days or 6 days out of this, maybe even to the end of the month. Today the 17th, 10 days from now, we will see what happens. We shall see what happens. Maybe. We'll see. And like I said, I'll be working every day on this stuff. Mixing it up between this and Black Metropolis and other stuff. I intend to formally start on well, I've already started on Black Metropolis, but I will be doing it again tomorrow. Okay, good. All right. Let us go here. I think we're good there, but the one thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to darken this up just a little bit, just to see. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we take our smudge tool again, what happens. Let's go here to our blend tool here. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. Yeah, see, now we did have a little bit of the kind of crud there, which is, that's what you want. Blend. There we go. Yes, see, look. Yes. Look at that. Wow, look at that. So I can actually take this down a little bit lower here because I want him to stand out, the guy up front there. Yep. Wow, look at that. Isn't that amazing? I love that. Now we got this. We need to take, there's a little bit of kind of that line artwork. I don't know if that's necessary, but at the time I was trying to not keep line artwork visible, but this is a comic book, and hey, we're gonna keep line artwork visible. Alrighty, I like that. I'm very, very happy with that. Only thing I gotta be certain of, though, let me just do one last thing here. Alright, that's good. I think that top part there, whatever that band is, needs to be removed. Okay, so we know that. Okay, now so that means that's down below here. Okay. So we're going to do this. It's going to be a little bit of a cheat here, but that's okay. I don't mind having a little bit of a cheat. So we're going to go right there. And what I want to do here is I want to kind of brighten this up a little bit. There we go. Yes. Yes. There we go. You see these gazelle people there? All right, that shows the world of Hi-Jon that he's transported into. I will take some things here. I don't know if I'm going to add any other things to it. I think this kind of ethereal feeling in this shot works. Oh wow, look at that. Oh my God, did I forget about this? There were more elephants here. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. Oh no, that's the same guys. That was kind of cool though, right? Anyway, this is back when I would, this is. I remember I generated these here before you could use image prompts, and I drew the bodies, kind of like a silhouettes. I wanted it to be like huge, deep guys with bellies. These. Hold on. Here we go again. Here we go again. It said I'm inactive. What do they mean? I can talk to people. I do all that stuff. All right, we're back there. That's weird. Anyway. All right. Okay, so I like that. I think that is dope-tastic. However, I want to do one crazy thing. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, that's fine too. But watch this. It is now, I am smelling something absolutely delicious in the next room there. It smells, woof. That's right. Somebody is all for holidays. Somebody is done with the children of our future. Teach them well. Is that it? Let them show something showed away or something? I forget the word. All right, let's go here. We're gonna go here. I'm sorry, guys. She left herself open for that. Okay, so watch this. So this is a render. Watch what I'm gonna experiment a little bit with Little Gen AI. This is drawn, illustrated, the whole thing, right? Let's see what happens if you can add a render to an already existing illustration. Will it take it to the next level? It's just an experiment here. So let's zoom in here, right? Let's zoom in. Command Shift. Oh no. What am I doing? We want all this to be the correct size here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do export JPEG. We're going to say 5CAI. All right. So that's a JPEG image, correct? All right, we got it. Now, here's the next thing I want to do. I want to... Oh, bridge was open all that time. Look at that. Let's say AI. Boom. All right, let's go down to the image that we had there. What is that? Oh, okay. It's weird that I have to use some of these images, but this stuff is based in the antebellum period, so it demands that I do a little bit of work like this. That's sometimes not the most pleasant thing to think about, but that's what it is. Okay, we're gonna open that in Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop to do a lot of graphic design stuff with this, and to do a little file management. File manipulation, those kind of things here. So here's what we're going to do. Going to take this one here. That'll be an image there. We're going to hit Command C, Command Shift V. All right. So what I've just done is copied that. Now we're going to do this here, a little bit same here. Now what I'm doing here is experimenting with seeing if I can add more granular detail to these elements of drawing. So right now they look very illustrated, which is great, but I have a certain level of curiosity. We're gonna update later, not right now. They want to know if I am I'm running an old version of Photoshop, but that's okay. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go H.J. Gazelles. And this one here, you're going to do H.J. Elephants.
Scan the QR code or go to grabfridayplans.com right now to get yours before this deal runs out.
What is this? Something started there.
The Trump Justice Department now has just over 48 hours to release the Epstein files by the legally mandated Friday
on
deadline.
My computer.
But Democrats aren't assuming the department will comply. The co-author of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, Congressman Ro Khanna, says that any stonewalling could result in hearings, civil suits, and in a later administration, maybe even arrests.
Hey, girl, you're playing your audio on my machine.
They're not waiting for the Friday deadline. Senator Jeff Merkley and Ben Ray Lujan are attempting to block all of Trump's civilian nominations in response to the administration's, quote, failure to provide a briefing to lawmakers on the release of the files. Joining us now is Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley of Oregon.
All right, hang on,
well,
guys.
Senator,
I'll be right back.
what can you just make it plain for our viewers in terms of just what exactly, to what degree of pressure blocking civilian nominations puts on the administration? So what does this really mean?
Well, normally an administration can carry over nominations into the next year. They'll ask unanimous consent to do that, and no way that's happening. I've just announced that we're going to block it if they try to do it. It's a form of pressure. Now that nominations are easier to do, it's not as much pressure it would have been in the past. But look, we smell a rat. We do not think the administration is going to release the information on Friday by midnight that Americans are
going on here.
I think they're going to use one excuse or another, and we're going to see a whole lot of blanked out pages.
That sounds very different than what we heard from Representative Connor. Said, let's give them.
Why is that coming through? That is so weird. Okay. Anyway, so we got that there. Now we're going to go back to Photoshop. That was weird. MS Now was playing. They call it MS Now. I think it's kind of weird, but whatever. HJ Cheetahs. HJ Cheetahs. Cheetahs. Okay. So now I'm going to select these guys here. I'm going to right click them each. And they're going to export. Just export those notes. That's weird. All right, so we're going to export to this. That's weird. All right, we're now going to...
Macy's Great Gift Sale is the best place for last-minute gifts, like up to 65% off fine jewelry and up to half off fragrances and cashmere. Come in, experience the holidays, and walk out with everything on your list at Macy's Great Gift Sale, going on now.
La Marca Prosecco is made for special occasions.
You mean like this one?
Find a moment to celebrate with America's favorite Italian Prosecco. Celebrate la moment, La Marca.
That's weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Let's go to sound settings here. It's playing audio from the TV set, which is the first time I've ever seen that happen. But you know what? We're not going to worry about it for right now. No, go ahead, watch your TV, girl. Go ahead, watch your TV. Watch. No. I thought maybe I had found out what happened there, but that's not it. I said I thought I had found out what happened there, but I think it's probably on the TV is the issue. Yep, that's weird. That is weird. Okay, we ain't gonna worry about it for right now, though. All right. Anyway, so let's just do this. We're going to take the next 5 minutes and we'll shut it down. But what I will do, because I can, we will try our best to see what happens if we just run this through Viscom. Viscom is so awesome. So awesome, man. So awesome what you can do. Let's go here. Where are you? Where are you, man? I know he's probably not listening tonight, but I want to say hello to my youngest, Maximilius, who's an absolute, one of the hardest workers I know. He's got a lot of stuff he's got to learn, but he is a good guy, and he's trying. And that's all anyone can ask for. Okay, let's go back here, back to workspace. Create a new file. Start in Studio, and let's just see what happens. Let's see what can happen. Now what we're going to do here, wow, that is really, is that bogging down or what? We're going to close this off here. We're going to shut down Bridge, and we will give this just a little bit of smidgen. Okay, let's upload an image. This time we're going to go to recent. Will we go to recent?
You want a bestseller.
Wow, what is going on there?
That's all you want. That's all you've ever wanted.
Okay.
You need to go.
Hold on.
I mean it. We're done.
Shirley.
No, go.
Let's go. So let's go to living room speakers. Now we're going to go back to MacBook Pro speakers. All right. Can you hear anything? Okay. All right. I don't hear anything. Okay. So good. Maybe we're okay. And, oh. That is so weird. Why is it showing up there? All right. Let me try this, guys. Try one more thing. I'm going to accept this as the end of our program. My wife is watching this stuff with Matthew Reeves and Claire Danes. It's pretty crazy. Let's go here. Let's go and see what's going to happen here. We're going to see what happens. Put my headphones on here. Hello.
We only need to flip one vote to secure the council's approval. And based on our analysis, the two council members most likely to switch votes are Haas and Mathers.
Just show me my yes.
All right. So hopefully this will take it back. It's going to be a kind of an interesting end of show here, but that's good. I don't think the audio's been. Can you still hear your stuff where you are? Can you hear the TV where you are? Good. I can't hear the TV, so maybe we're okay. Anyway, so we'll do here, I'm going to end this in about another 2 minutes. So let's go back to VizCom here. We want to choose the images that we were just working with. We can go here, Hi John Conqueror. Ah, yes. There we go. I'm going to go to cheetahs first. Let's go to cheetahs. All right. Let's go here. Let's go to describe. Now, as you can see here, the software is now reading my regular illustration, right? Because this is mostly hand-drawn there. Sleek spotted cheetah head. Sleek spotted anthropomorphic. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Cheetah. It says that there. Sleek spotted anthropomorphic cheetah head, 3/4 close up with green, golden eyes and earrings. Oh wow, it's reading. That's crazy. Two lean, muscular humanoid cheetahs in dynamic poses, longer glossy fur. We're gonna say sunset, desert, sunset, photoreal, realistic, cinematic. All right, let's see what happens. Y'all ready? Here we go. Now, since the drawing here has a lot of color and rendering in it, I'm interested in seeing if this gives me a render that I can use as an overlay. All right? Let's see what happens. Wow. In frickin' sane. Holy crap. Oh, wow. Look at that distortion. This one I like. That one's great. Look at that. We're going to add that one to it. And I think just for as a trick, we'll add that one. So that's good. So we'll be able to go back to that. We're going to call this HJ Cheetahs AI. All right, good. So now we're going to save this file. Export to PSD. There we go. So that's saved. Y'all saw that go across the screen there, right? Now, let's minimize this a little bit more. I want to... Hello, the Medicine Shell. How you doing? Pleasure to make your acquaintance on TikTok. Yeah, okay, so we got that. All right, now we want to go to another one here. We're going to go to back. We've already shared that to the desktop. Back to workspace. So effectively what you're doing when you utilize this, if you do straight illustrations, I'm wondering if there's a composite that's made with that illustration, it will embed. It's like using a texture. In 3D, what they would do, you build your model, right? You go through the manual process of building your model, adding light and shadows. It's what we do anyway. But in that case there, this particular image of the cheetah, there was no 3D or anything, and it was just straight illustration. But I was curious in seeing, well, what would happen if I took this and I composited this with my actual already existing illustration? So it's kind of like applying a texture, a photo texture, to already existing 3D model, which will already have detail embedded with it. So it kind of works like a ZBrush, where you would build a detailed model. You would put in all the humps of very detailed surfaces, but then you would take a procedural texture or photo texture and apply that to the model itself. So that's kind of like what this is. All right, I'm going to go here. Keep going. I'm going to upload an image, and this time we're going to pick these guys first, because I want to save the best for last here. Boom. And the art style kind of shifts a bit in this story, but that's okay. I don't mind doing that. Don't mind it shifting. All right, here we go. Let's go here, render. We're going to go to describe. Let's see what happens. What you're going to say is rendering. It's detecting what it's saying. Panoramic low-angle view of a running herd of anthropomorphic antelopes. I call them gazelles, sorry. With muscular human torsos, tan fur, curved horns, elongated limbs, dynamic leaping poses, motion blur. This is incredible how this software is able to detect what the hell it's looking at. That's crazy. We're going to go sunset. We're going to go photo, realistic, and cinematic. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. This could work. This could be an absolute disaster. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. We're going to find out, man. We're going to find out. Someone liked your comment on YouTube. Holy smokes. Someone liked my comment on YouTube. Who was that? I don't know who that was. But thank you. Or let's do a refresh here right quick. Okay. Good. Thank you. Had a little bit more views than usual in this. All right, let's check it out. You ready? Here we go. Nice. And you see this distortion? You see that distortion? When you are blending it with your analog art, it takes it, because the thing that works here is the lighting. Got it? It's the lighting that works. So part of me wants to keep that. Let's go here. Oh, wow. Look at that one. That's crazy. That one's crazy. But it's not enough. It's a little bit too plastically. Nope. Nope. This is the only one I think worked. Let's make it, let's get in here. We're going to say bright sunset. All right, we're going to do this a little bit more. Let's see what happens. I love the sky in that shot. All right, there we go. Oh, wow, look at that. Nope. Nope. All right, now the computers lose the software. That's interesting. I'm going to keep that just in case. All right, I think I can take this right here. We're going to go here. H.J. Gazelles. I know. Gazelles AI. Got that. Now we're going to go here. Now we're going to see how this thing is going to absolutely decimate the elephant thing. All right, so again, you get stuff that works, stuff that doesn't work. You still have to tweak it. You still have to go in and paint and all that type of stuff. Okay, let's go back to our workspace here. I think VizCom would benefit from just having a home or workspace button, which I don't see. Maybe it's there, but I don't see it. Create a new file here. Start it. So I got to really dig into the other things like the workbench and stuff. But as you guys see, again, I'm using AI only as a tool to expedite the rendering of my already existing line artwork. I'm not trying to remake the wheel here. What I'm trying to do is keep the grueling rendering from putting me in my grave prematurely. All right, we're going to go here. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. This is going to be fun to see. Herd of massive African, I'm going to leave the word African, anthropomorph of humanoid elephants. Humanoid elephants with matte regal gray screens and ivory tusks, muscular broad-eared forms, trunks forward, frontal, low angle perspective. Gonna say bright sunset, photorealistic, cinematic. Boom, got it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let us see what happens. Here we go. So that spinning disc that you guys see there, that stuff, these renders that are popping up, for each one of these, to just be able to start from scratch and to do the rendering, 2 days. For sure. Wow, nice. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, I really like that one, but it's a little bit muted. All right, I kind of like that one. I think it's interesting what they did with the legs there. I'm going to add this one. As much as this is cool, it's a little bit too muted for me. So I'm going to get rid of this. And we're going to change this. We're going to say, we're going to change the time of day because that has enough orange going on in it. We're going to say bright morning photorealistic. Let me turn this one off. Not that it matters. Turn this one off. And this one off. All right, let's go. Oh, that one. That's where I was. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So I made it morning time, changing the time of day. Let it take in a little bit of experimentation in that regard. All right, let's take a look. Oh, interesting. Wow, look what it did to the planet in there. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I think we'll keep that one because we could use that as a kind of a monochromatic filter. See, you see that white on the tusk there? I'm going to keep that. Might be able to use that as an overlay. No, a little bit too much. Okay, with that, we're good. Now, let's see what happens here. We're going to go here. HJ. Elephants. AI. Okay, there we go. And I'm doing it so I can differentiate between what one file or the next. We're going to file. Export PSD. Okay, we're good there. All right, now we're going to close this window here. I'm definitely going to have to enter the cache again. That's all right. That's all right, man. That's all right. That's okay. All right, now we're going to go here and spread these guys out. Now it's time to import these suckers into the scene, into the shot. Yeah, I didn't want to use that. I would have loved to have used those, but they'll have to wait till a little bit later on here. All right, we're going to import image. We're going to go to different files. We're going to select this one, HJ Gazelles, HJ Cheetahs, those three. We're going to go right there. There we go. Wait, is that right? Oh, no. Those are wrong. These are wrong. I imported the copies that I made there. We're going to import again. Oh, this is what we should do. We should probably save these from the download folder, man. There we go. Is there a move? No. I wish there was a move to folder here. Probably, I'm sure there is. All right, go here. All right, now we're going to see if this can add kind of underlying textures to add even more realism to these drawings. I don't mind things being imperfect. I don't mind. Let's go right here one more time. Okay, let's go here. Let's go back here. Now we're going to try to import. And I think those were moved from the download folder here. Let's see what happens. Nope. That didn't work there. Okay, now, no worries. No worries. No worries. We're going to do this. And drag and drop these all the way into Clip Studio Paint here. So those are going to open. So you got some serious major mutations going on there, but that's okay, right? Because let's see what happens. So this is the drawing. So let's see what happens when we take this and we move this. So this is the drawing, which looks like, you know, pretty good, but you know, it's kind of interesting. Let's see what happens if we multiply that. Nope. What happens if we overlay? Interesting. Very, very interesting. See, that's how that looks, but you put that on there, that puts that highlight on. And see that the legs, those legs, how they look? Interesting. I don't know, might be a bit too much. Let's go to soft light. Okay, that might be the one there. I kind of like that. That's good, but when I add that on there, it's kind of an interesting vibe happening. Don't know if I'm going to keep it, but for right now, that's interesting. We want to go to screen. Oh, wow, look at that. That's interesting. All right, so we take this here. And again, I'm going to have to paint and repair some of the stuff here. That's a little bit too much there, I think. Let's go to overlay, back to overlay. Yeah, there we go. All right, now let's take this here. All right. That's interesting. Let's try this one here. This right here is going to be even more weird. Going to go to overlay again. All right, now let's try something different. Let's go to add glow. Wow, look at that. Wow, see that blur? Wow, look at that. That's crazy. So if I take that, let's go reduce it down by right there, right? Look at that. That is fascinating. I kind of like that. So all I would have to do is just go in with highlights. Right there, we might call that one right there, there, and then just go in and do some touch up on it. We're good. Now here we go again. So we got this, which looks already, because you know, I used generative AI on it like 2 years ago when I first did it. This is before you could use image prompts. But let's see what happens if we take this and we add a soft light to it. Oh, nope. That is interesting, but no. Let's take this and go to a multiply. That is crazy. Look at that, guys. Look at that. But what if I reduce it down? Oh, wow. That's amazing. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? All right, but let me try here. That's multiply. Let's go to overlay again. Yeah, overlay is not enough. I mean, it's too much. Too much. It's great, but it's too much. Let's go to soft light. Yeah, too much. Lighten. How about screen? Yep, nah. I would have to say multiply is doing some very interesting effects there. There's something about that I like. Something about that I like. All right, so that's multiply. So now we're going to go here. Now, what I did, because keep in mind when I use this, I was already using a kind of the sunset setting here. Let's go here, and this is morning time, so the light is more bright from the top. Even though the sky there is kind of weird, I will do this, however. I will go to multiply. Yeah, too much. Looks like it's about to rain. Let's go to overlay. Nope. I'm going to go to glow. Here we go. That is interesting. Now, this setting here shows me that at points in the story is going to be really a lot of heavy overcast light. And I think that might work. But let's reduce this resolution. Let's reduce that down. Interesting. Interesting. However, let me try something here. Let's go here to this. We're going to add in, we're going to go from a yellow here to, say, a red or orange, like that. And now we're going to take our gradient tool. We're going to start here from the top to the bottom, like that. Now we're going to go here to multiply. Interesting. Now it looks like something post-apocalyptic. We don't want that. Soft light. Interesting. How about overlay? Yeah, it's a little bit too much. But if I reduce that down, yeah, a little bit too much. I kind of like it. I like this one. This one here. That's the one I like. There's something about it. Oh, wow. Look at that. Now set the overlay. What happens we go, oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I might have to work with that a little bit. We'll leave that for now. All right, so we got this one. Now we'll go here. This is going to be interesting. So we're going to go here. Now we're going to go to multiply. Yep, not as the same, but fascinating. Let's go to overlay. So again, when you're playing with your, blending channels, you can really do a lot of fascinating things. How about color dodge? Let's try color dodge. Nope. screen. Well, that softens everything. It's kind of interesting. Lighten? Nah. Nope. Soft light. Yeah, I think the one we're living with here is this one here. And possibly with that one bumped on top there. I wonder what would happen if I hit it with a little color dodge and bump that down tremendously. What would happen? Yeah, it kind of turns it into gray. Let's go to add glow. See what happens now. Nah. Nope. Like this one here. That one I like. That is so great there. Look at that. And I would add a little bit of other stuff there. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to save this. This one here. Let's check it out. I mean, that is... I mean, once I composite it with the line artwork, it might be quite interesting what happens here. Multiply. Yep, a little bit too much. Overlay. Now, let's reduce that down there. Yep, that's kind of interesting. How about this? Let's go to normal and then reduce that down. Wow, look at that. You see how that line artwork retains? That's interesting. It's taking normal, but it's compositing this. Look at that. I love that. Let's go back to our elephant here and let's see what happens if I do that. All right, let me duplicate this here. Turn that off. Go here. Now we're going to go back to normal. And we're going to go there and reduce the line artwork. Wow, look at that. I'm taking a normal file and I'm just that is interesting. That's very interesting. However, let me take this with a overlay of that. Anyway, right now we've done what we can. I feel good about what we have there. It is time now to shut it down for the evening. We have streamed today for 2 hours and 38 minutes. My name is Tim Fielder. Kai got banned. Oh, that's anyway. My name is Tim Fielder. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. We're entering into the holidays, trying to get ready to go on my workcation, holidaycation, down south in a few days. And right now, what we're doing is just doing our work and getting ready to transition to a southern work mode, which I've been in several times. This has been an awesome evening with you guys. I want to wish you guys a happy Wednesday, December 17th. Have a happy day. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.